Based loosely upon the classic novel of Heart of Darkness by author Joseph Conrad, Apocalypse Now is considered by many to be one of the greatest war films of all time. Despite this status, the movie generally plays second fiddle to The Godfather when the overall filmography of Francis Ford Coppola is ranked. The production was notoriously long and turbulent, and many hurdles arose that Francis had to work around. One of those hurdles involved Lynda Carter, who went on to rise to immense fame portraying Wonder Woman on television. Many people don't realize Lynda was involved in the production of Apocalypse Now, and that she can be seen completely nude in it. Join Facts First as we explore how Lynda Carter bared it all in Apocalypse Now. Did Lynda Carter pose for Playboy? Recently, some memorabilia featuring former Wonder Woman actress Lynda Carter was being auctioned off when a rare item drew the public's attention. The rare item was a mock Playboy centerfold that featured Lynda baring her breasts. Despite the fact that Lynda Carter played a housewife who posed for Playboy in a 1991 made-for-TV feature called I Posed for Playboy, Lynda Carter herself has never posed for the magazine. Because of this, the centerfold raised a lot of questions. It didn't take long for people to realize the centerfold was actually a prop from the movie Apocalypse Now. Die-hard Apocalypse Now fans have likely been aware for a while about Lynda Carter's involvement in the classic war film during its early production. Before Lynda rose to fame playing Wonder Woman, she was cast in a minor role. That minor role was Miss May. Miss May appears during a USO-Show to entertain the troops, and that show goes terribly wrong when the soldiers get a little too excited. After being cast in the role, Lynda Carter did a little bit of location shooting on a gigantic USO-Show set that had been created for the film in the Philippines. She also went about posing for the picture that was used to create the mock centerfold. Her time working on Apocalypse Now was cut short as a result of Typhoon Olga, which happened in May of 1976. The typhoon destroyed the USO-Show set that had been constructed for the film, and it was going to need to be rebuilt before filming resumed. During this period of time, she returned to America. While there, the burgeoning actress received the great news she'd received the role of Wonder Woman on the classic show. Lynda Carter ended up quitting Apocalypse Now. One can imagine Lynda wasn't incredibly excited about telling Francis Ford Coppola she was no longer going to be able to work on his film. The production of Apocalypse Now was so turbulent, there was a documentary created about it, and many consider this documentary to be even more harrowing than the film itself. A telltale sign of Apocalypse Now's troubled production is the fact that the movie was being filmed in 1976, yet wasn't finished and released until 1979. Lynda Carter went on to portray the character of Wonder Woman, and Francis Ford Coppola had to go about recasting Miss May. He ended up turning his sights on another then-unknown actress named Colleen Camp. Colleen played the character and also recreated the Playboy centerfold Lynda had posed for. Though Colleen posed for her own centerfold, most claim that the original Lynda Carter Playboy centerfold can still be seen in both popular cuts of Apocalypse Now. The theatrical cut was the first to be released, and it seems some of the footage shot before Lynda Carter left production was included in the final product. However, when the character of Miss May appears in person, the actress portraying her is most certainly always Colleen Camp. Still, it's pretty interesting that Lynda Carter not only makes a small appearance in Apocalypse Now, but it also features her topless. For the most part, Apocalypse Now was a critical success. The scene featuring the character of Miss May is just one small part of the epic film that makes it so memorable. The loss of Lynda Carter is far from being the only hurdle that Coppola had to overcome. There's also the fact that one of his lead stars showed up to work completely out of shape and nearly unable to speak. Before we tell you more, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to Facts First if you haven't already. Miss May didn't get any lines in the theatrical cut. The character of Miss May is one of the only female characters in Apocalypse Now, and she doesn't have any lines. The character's role is slightly increased in 2001's Apocalypse Now Redux, which stands as Francis Ford Coppola's preferred cut. The increased role of Miss May is one of many things that Apocalypse Now Redux adds to the theatrical cut of the film. However, there are still plenty who prefer the much more condensed theatrical cut. The original was well over 2 hours, and the Apocalypse Now Redux is well over 3. The USO-Show scene is only one small part of Apocalypse Now, but it's among the most memorable towards the first half of the film. USO-shows were common during the Vietnam War, and they didn't typically end as poorly as the fictional one displayed in Apocalypse Now. Thankfully, Miss May and the other playmates are saved by their MC before the soldiers can get their hands on them. Besides Colleen Camp as Miss May, Apocalypse Now also featured actresses Cynthia Wood and Lynda Carter as other playmates. Colleen Camp went on to find some modest success soon after the movie was released due to her subsequent roles in comedy films, though she's never become the same kind of household name as Lynda Carter. More trivia about the USO-Show scene. In Apocalypse Now, Miss May and the other Playboy playmates are saved from the horny soldiers by their MC, a character played by a close and personal friend of Francis Ford Coppola. That was Bill Graham, who was a notable music promoter. His work as a music promoter made him the perfect person to play the MC. The set that was built for the USO-Show scene of Apocalypse Now was created specifically for the film. Not only that, it had to be created twice. It was built before Typhoon Olga occurred. Ironically, the destruction of the set by the typhoon was actually considered a blessing by Francis Ford Coppola. Soon after the first set was constructed, Francis was devastated to realize he'd made a faulty calculation. He had the set constructed inland, but such a USO stage during the actual war would have needed to have been on the shore due to so many soldiers arriving by boat. Upon realizing the mistake he had made, Francis told the rest of the production team he wanted the set to be destroyed and rebuilt. This was considered too ridiculous of a demand, and Francis was eventually forced to accept he was going to have to find some way to film that scene without showing the audience that the set wasn't on the shore. However, Typhoon Olga intervened. Though Typhoon Olga made it so Francis had to recast Lynda Carter, it also gave him the opportunity to get his proper seaside USO-Show set. Apocalypse Now had other casting issues. Francis Ford Coppola certainly had to deal with performers much more flaky than Lynda Carter during the filming of the classic war film. After working with Marlon Brando in The Godfather, Francis brought the actor back to appear in an important role in Apocalypse Now. However, Marlon didn't take the role very seriously. He promised to do such things as lose weight for the role and read the book the film was based on. He did neither. Not only this, he was also essentially unintelligible during filming as a result of his increasing personal issues. Francis ended up finding a way to make Marlon work in the feature, and most fans of the film think the actor's bizarre appearance only adds to the movie's unique atmosphere. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite part of Apocalypse Now? Let us know in the comment section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to Facts First if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content. By the way, if you haven't joined Facts First as a member yet, be sure to look below this video and click the join button. By becoming a paid member of Facts First, you'll get access to exclusive video content that you won't find anywhere else. This includes some of our more mature content that isn't suitable for public audiences, which includes topics like Hollywood actresses who posed for Playboy and some of the steamiest moments in movie history.